Call meeting to order. Please rise. Join me in the pledge of allegiance, followed by invocation.
It's over there.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Father, we thank you for this day. Thank you for this season. Thank you for your Son that died on the cross for all of us. We ask that you watch over us, guide and direct us in all the things we say and do. Hope that it will benefit this association. In Jesus' name, amen. Everybody had a chance to look at the minutes from the previous meeting? Take a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the previous meeting.
Second.
Second.
Got a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Financial report. Good
Okay.
news.
Good news now. Well, the good news is we have some areas that are in pretty good shape compared to last year. That is the snack bar and the other assessments, which includes the assessments area, and the codes enforcement and the miscellaneous. Of course, codes enforcement, we haven't had anybody in there for a little bit. All the other areas are down. Of course, tank pumping, we don't have our trucks working. Golf course, we're not getting a lot of play because of the rains. And I think that's about it. Oh, and the pool, of course, we weren't charging people for the pool. So that's some of the things that happened. That's it.
You'll probably notice a difference in financials starting next year as we change things around with the pool and whatnot because tank pumping and all that. So that's going to be listed on there. Manager's report.
I'd like to start off tonight by saying thank you to the staff, board, and committees for all their hard work and dedication to our community this year. I'd also like to thank those who have volunteered to help this year for various tasks and activities. Statements for 2024 assessments were sent out November 1st. They are due by March 1st. Just a reminder that all payments made on assessments will be handled through the office. If you would like to call or stop by to make a payment, this will have to be done during office hours. You can also pay online or mail in a check. We've sent out all the newsletters. If you have not received your statement or newsletter, please reach out to the office so we can verify that we have the correct contact information on file. We have the ballot box set up now in the office. We also have it here for the meeting. We will be accepting ballots in the office till 4:30 p.m. on Friday, January 26th. You can stop by or drop your ballots in the box. You can also mail them in. The ballot box will also be at the annual meeting on January 27th for you to place your ballot. We have sent out several more code violation letters and fines are being added to several accounts. Dogs not being on leashes and in control of the owner is continuing to be a problem. All dogs must be leashed and in total control of the member when on common property. This includes golf course, clubhouse, parks, dams, roads, easement, and boat ramps. We are continuing to issue fines daily for loose dogs. I've gotten verification on a company that will haul away the items in the storage lot. At the first of next year, we'll make a listing in the local newspaper. We'll do three listings in a row, and then we'll have them hauled off. I sent the certified letter for the black trailer. We have not received notification that they have signed for it, so we will be hand delivering that to get that removed as well. Maintenance has winterized the golf course irrigation system, and they're going to be working on top dressing the greens to protect them throughout the winter. And then also I'd like to say we have done some moving around of personnel. We have a different staff member operating the road grader. We have also gotten someone from the county to utilize for some training as well as advising for the grading. That's all I have.
Old business.
Yes, for old business, I'd like to talk about the downpipe. We've received the new quote for the horizontal portion, which is $78,545.63. So with that number and based off of what we've got from Mayor on what they've done and what is remaining for the work for them to do, it's gonna total up to $111,270.63. I've included the board meeting minutes from 12/15/22, where you can see it was approved up to 120,000, so we're still below that. So I just want to make sure we're good to move forward with this project and also maybe discuss for next year doing a special assessment of some sort to help pay for this.
How far are we off? Is this the original quote, was the 78,000?
So the original quote for all of the work was 104.
So what's the, how come it's higher now? Is it because the one company,
Mayor decided they couldn't do, and like I told Tracy, before we actually write that check to mayor, I ought to tell them, you know, hey, we're $7,000 over budget. Will you guys help us out on that? And see if they will. I mean, we've held the check the whole time, but.
did they do any work on it?
Oh yeah, they've done the
Yeah.
vertical pipe.
They have,
But they have to come back and finish and install the valve, and we still have to hire divers, so on top of that 111,000, we're gonna have a little bit more for the divers to plug the pipe so they can install the valve. But, I will still be under the 120, but the point is, the work on the pipes is gonna be roughly $7,000 more than we was originally quoted, so, I mean, hell, if they'd even help us out a little bit, it'd be something, you know. Cause they're the ones that backed up on their bid.
yeah.
Has anybody looked at a special assessment on what it would, how much we'd have to do this? On the amount of members we got
We
paid?
did a year ago,
Yeah.
but neither one of us
Do you know
can
what
remember
that
how much
is
it
off
is.
the top of your head?
No,
It is.
you talking about the vote?
Yeah, for the special assessment.
But I mean, as far as cost per member, it wasn't that much. And of course, we'd have to take into account the amount of lots that are actually paying.
That's what I said, the paying lots, you can't count on the ones that's not.
But, I mean, there's nothing in the budget, you know, to make a loan payment. The budget sucks the way it is. So, that's the way times are. So anything else? That's the only thing I would do is be sure and bump them and see if we can get some relief on
Okay.
their bill.
So can I go ahead and have this other company move forward?
I think we need to.
Yes.
Before the
I would
water's
say
back
yes.
up?
Right.
Because that quote will probably raise. if the
We're
water's
within what we
back up.
approved, so.
It's already been approved.
Okay.
But yeah, Ben's, we're using another company. Appreciate you asking. Anything else?
That's all I've got.
Any other old business? Executive session. I understand we need a couple of them, so.
I'll do 20 minutes personnel,
Just personnel?
well, and regulations.
Okay.
I was kinda wanting something, maybe discuss a little bit on this budget deal.
How much?
10 minutes maybe, not much.
10 minutes. Not to exceed 30 minutes, need a motion.
Motion.
Good.
Motion to go to executive session for 30 minutes.
Second.
We'll try to make it quick. All those in favor?
Aye.
Come out all right?
Slow. All right, we're back. As far as executive session, we was discussing rules and regulations that the committee had brought up. It's still in discussion. Got some things sent back to them, whatnot, and before we present it and have a vote on it. That was the main thing. New business. Budget. Budget. We have a proposed budget. I have talked to Janet. Janet worked hard on this. As well as the audit committee. And it's a sum of buck to try to get a balanced budget with no more funds than what we have. I mean, everybody thinks that they pay a lot in assessments, but they don't go very far, seems like, especially nowadays. But we do have a proposed balanced budget. There were some things that got cut out of there that we wanted. Hopefully we can figure out how to make things work.
One of the questions I had on there was, I seen also was on your codes enforcement. It doesn't show that we're bringing anything in on codes enforcement, are not we? We're not going to do the fines program like we started? Like we've been working on for 3 years?
Yeah, we're still.
So why is that not in the budget?
She didn't show any income?
Nope.
No income.
Because we didn't have any
Last
this
year was 5,000.
Pardon me?
It looks like 23 had 5,000, 24 has 0.
The other thing I'm a little concerned about is, in looking at some of these projection numbers for this year versus what last year, we're taking them down. We're less number for this coming year, but we've got a bunch of new, I mean, the trash and some of that stuff is less, but we've got a lot of new people coming in to the association all the time with all those lots we've been selling and everything, and I'm kind of concerned that how we're going to make this work with, how you're going to have to work with less money on more people. I mean, your maintenance is bound to be a little bit higher. There's just some concerns. I don't know what you guys think about it.
I'm just saying, we only made $202 off of the income from codes enforcement this year on actual money. And we projected 5,000.
Have we sent out any fines? Have we got fines
We
going out?
do have fines going out, we just don't receive payment on the fines. I have
They're being added to assessments.
yeah, I have one member in particular that has $1,600 worth of fines.
And it's going toward the assessments? Are we getting those filed?
Is that, Tracy, is that going towards the assessments or is that going towards the codes?
I
When they pay
mean,
those.
when they pay those, it'll go towards codes, but the thing is,
But
just
it's added
getting,
Yeah.
into their.
It's
But
added
it's
into the
adding
billing
into
for
their-
their assessment.
yes.
Are they not paying their assessments either? Generally, those people that are,
Generally, no, they're not.
So how many years we wait on that, Joe, before we can take over? 3?
On,
Them not paying assessments?
well, we're sending out letters now, and then we're gonna start going to court after that on the response.
How many years can we go after them, though? How many
That-
years do we have to wait?
Is it 3 years or 5 years?
We don't have to wait, no.
There's
If I
nothing on
understand
the-
what you're.
Once they're in violation, do you go after them right
We
then?
can, yes. On the fines or the assessments?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes,
Fines, I don't have an answer for you on
I'm
that.
talking about-
but I mean,
Taking the
if it's
fines.
included in on their assessment bill, this is your bill,
Yeah, so the assessments are once they become due, and that's the proposed plan.
but if they have an assessment with an additional 1,500 fines added to that assessment on their bill,
I don't have an answer on the fine aspect.
okay?
For-
How
for
long
the
before we can
group here,
repo the property?
That's foreclosure process. If they are behind on assessments, the board can look at that in executive session on names and who to do it. Again, on the foreclosure process, we're a little limited, or it makes things more difficult because of the way our rules are written as far as liens and then bringing foreclosure actions. But are we limited? No. Is
Well,
it
I'm
more
ready.
difficult?
I'm getting tired of us not doing nothing and not taking properties back. I know it's gonna cost a little bit of money to do it, but we're not gaining anything by leaving those out there.
We got money sitting out there, I think that the properties could be, somebody get in there, you know, we sell it and would pay that
Do you know, Tracy,
more
what
income.
the current amount owed for assessments is?
you mean the collectible?
It'd be
That's-
higher than
well,
hell right now.
Yeah, it's a collectible.
Yeah.
It's high now because they sent out.
I
Well,
thought we were like 80-some%.
I don't know. but
beyond this year's billing.
I can get you a
Looking at
figure, I don't know it off the top of my head.
Well,
We're at 11%,
it's supposed to
or at
be.
the lawyer
It's
right
not
now.
over 80.
11%.
Oh, for this year.
And I've
Or
got
that's
11% of total lots,
of owned
of
lots.
owned lots is at the lawyer.
Is at the lawyer.
For collection.
11% is at the current.
yeah.
And that's at least 1 year, right?
The
Or that's- or
ones
those A
that,
few years back.
those are a few years, so.
Yeah, depend, I mean.
I'm just getting
The
tired of us
way
dragging
that
our feet on
we
this stuff.
started
We've been
doing
working on
it
this stuff
is
for
if they
3-4
were
years.
more than
So many
2
years,
years,
Time to
yeah.
move on.
So are we at any kind of a point where we're gonna collect or send them off to the lawyer because they didn't pay the current year's assessment?
We're gonna address that April.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any other discussion? No, I'll take the motion one way or the other.
I don't feel like we're ready to approve it. I know you probably need to figure out a way to keep things moving, but, I mean, I know Janet's expert at doing this stuff, but I don't feel like the numbers are quite right.
We run January, right?
We could,
2024,
yeah,
next
we
month.
could approve it in January.
It's got to be approved by January.
Yeah.
What's the rest of his thought?
huh?
What's the rest of you guys think? Mike, you're kind of in on the financial stuff?
Yeah, I've been working with Karen on this thing. Sounds like maybe we ought to wait till January to
I think we
approve it.
table it.
Yeah, I'd like to table it.
They're about a week apart.
Yeah.
All those in favor of tabling until January?
Aye.
Okay. Board candidates. Anybody that's running for the board want to speak? Stand up and do so now.
Well, hey, I'm Dave Bowers. If you were there at the last meeting, you got to hear kind of a similar speech about how we just moved into Hidden Valley in April. We moved from Overland Park down there, live down there full time. I work at home. I'm a pharmacist. In my past life, I was a director of pharmacy for a hospital. I've been a pharmacy manager, kind of in charge of their finances, things like that. So profit, loss, sales, things like that is kind of what I did my duty on. So I've tapped out of that. Now I'm working at home. It's a much less stressful job. I love it. So the whole reason why we did move down is just because when we've owned the lot for about 2 years and absolutely just fell in love with the community. We've just met a lot of really nice people, and so we're kind of, now that we're settled, we're looking for a way to kind of give back and just see what we can do to improve. And just as we're talking and things like that, I mean, you hear really great things about the community aspect. This is a group. I mean, we've got the 2 legs. You know, it would be nice to bring it all together. And then you hear the financials and things like that. It's a community and it's a business. So how do we marry the two, and how do we get things to where it's beneficial for those that actually want to put into it? So, you know, I just feel like if we can bring that heart to the actual numbers and what we're doing with our regs, our finances, I think we're going to be in good shape. So we've got a lot of improvements, but it's a good foundation to put something on. So.
Thank you.
My talk's not going to be that fancy. I'm Katie, I'm Dave's wife. We did move here in April. I was on Johnson County School Board, so I have a lot of experience with contracts, you know, repairs, maintenance, all that stuff. So, like you said, we just want to help improve. Very, very happy to live there, very much at peace there. And just looking forward, if you guys have any questions. My phone is in the bio, but stop by and see me if you have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mike?
Mike Iverson, we've been associated with Sugar Valley since it opened. Both our parents were down here. We've owned property since '85. We've actually had a camper on a lot in 2009, bought a house in 2010, and living down here permanently since 2020. So I've been on the board for 3 years, vice president, chose to run again. I've been the president of the Senior Golf Association here. I'm active in the American Legion in town, do a lot of things, and I think we have a good community. We walk our dog twice a day, and we see all kinds of area where we walk our dog, and enjoy that. I pick up trash whenever we go out and walk the dog, and bring the trash back and then take it to the dump. I think we have a good community. I think we can do some things to improve it with the help of good people. That's what we need, good people thinking good things about this community to make it as good as we can. And I want to be a member of that to make it happen.
Warren?
Well, Lauren Lance, I've been here 7 years on this board. I filled in my first year for somebody that had retired or stepped down, and I filled that position, and I've been here 6 years after that. So the goal was try to make these organizations work a lot better, clean up the communities. I've been hell on cleaning up these communities, and we've done a big job with that. We've got some things really in the works that we've got together in the last couple of years that's coming on strong. So I feel good about us moving forward. I'm running for the Hidden Valley side. These folks happen to be my neighbors, and I'm not very happy because they haven't been keeping my place as clean as I think they should. Other than that, they're awful good people too. Vote any way you want. Any one of us is trying to help the whole association. So good luck to you guys as well. Doesn't matter to me which way we go, as long as the organization is heading in the right direction. So with that, I'll be on ballot too.
I'm Dave Eastwood. Been here for 3.5 years. I filled in after somebody passed away, and then got elected. And been your chairman for the past 3 years. I guess what you see, what you get. You know, we're just trying to move forward and keep this boat afloat and let everybody have fun, have a good time, but we still come back to business. It still comes back to business, and it's tough. It's a tight budget, and it is tough. But anyway, in order to get to the terms back on track, well, we're doing a 1-year term, and I went ahead and agreed to run for 1 more year. There are a lot of projects that we have in the works that I would like to see through that hasn't finished up yet. I'm sure there'll probably be more at the end of this year, but there's some projects that I've been involved in for the past 3 years that we need to get done and get finished up. So that's one of the reasons that, or one of the main reasons that I went ahead and ran for another year. Appreciate your vote. With that, we'll go to committee
I got a message from Russell Gray.
Okay.
He just wanted to apologize for not being here. They're out of town for Christmas. He just wants people to know he is invested in the community and he would like to represent everyone, and that he is not living in Alabama and he is from Leavenworth, Kansas.
I read that.
I was wondering about it. You thought I'd do it.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's the only thing that he said.
Okay. Committee reports. Lake.
Guy Beerspath, Sugar Valley Lakes Committee. So we talked last month, and basically the question I think came up was, could we push off a purchase of fish until after the first of the year, so it'd be on a new budget? And the quick answer is yes. I can order up until the 30th of December. They're having a holiday special, so anything over $895 is free delivery. They will actually bring the fish here, bag them out of the truck, climatize them, and put them into the water. So it's $110 for 100 crappie. So if we buy 900 crappie, we also get 25 free for each 100 we buy. So we get a total of 1,150 crappie for about $900. So if the association or the board can contribute any money to that, it'd be great. If you can't contribute at all, I think we could probably get some donations to cover the difference, and we could definitely get them delivered. They'll do it anytime during the winter. They said actually the winter's better to climatize the fish as long as the lake's not rotating.
Plan for that, those fish are to go in different lakes, or?
This would be the 9-acre.
Okay.
So we've already dropped some fish habitat in there. We can also put some spawning beds in there with just some gravel that the committee will do if we include the fish, and we'll take care of the cost for that. We've already put in one of the fish habitats, and we're putting a couple up near the dam. So if you want to come fish from the dam, if you don't live on the lake, you'll still have access to some of the habitat we're going to put in. It'll be probably 2 or 3 years before they're real big, but they're 3 to 4 inches now. Like I said, I don't think they've spawned in that lake because there's a few big ones and there's no small ones. There's very few of the big ones left. And I know in the past a lot of people have just carried them over from the big lake to the small lake, but I don't think anybody's doing that anymore. That's I'd like to see in there. Then hopefully this year I can get some more help on the lake committee besides myself, and we can also work on what people think we need for the big lake too. So we took care of the 7-acre this year. I'd like to do something with the 9-acre. We'll concentrate on the big lake next year.
Have you got any donations gathered up yet?
Mine.
Have you been talking to people on these?
I have a couple of people that have committed and said, yes, we would contribute to that. So I think I can raise whatever, you know.
And we agreed to, what did we say? Was it 8? How much did we agree on that? No, was it just 5?
Oh, 8.
I thought it was, I'm sorry.
We did one.
That's right. It was 8.
What did 8? Do you
I
know
think
what?
you said 7 or 8 last time, yes.
They went to 8, I believe, on both lakes.
So
It should be in our last
that's
minutes.
up to you guys to make a motion if you do that, and we'll get that check when delivery comes, and then we'll cover the rest of it.
What was the total?
$990. And that'd give us 1,150 fingerlings to go in that lake. We've already got a good population of bass.
I'll make a motion that we donate $800 to the lake, for non-native lake, to fish.
I second it.
We'd already talked about it.
I think,
I just want to go ahead and make a formal motion.
Okay.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
You're all invited to the fish fry.
5 years. Committee reports?
I'll just say the publicity committee is working on their calendar like they did last year. We are looking for pictures. You got any? We're looking for pictures to put in there. So if anybody has any, they can either be sent to Tracy or whoever else. Get a hold of me and I'll give you an email address.
We submitted a really nice one at the 7th hole at sunrise with the fall foliage, looking out over the valley. It was pretty nice.
I think I got that one.
If you haven't been there in the fall on that back hole and you don't golf, just come look. It's really a nice scene down through there at the peak of the fall foliage.
Audit committee, we'll be having our last meeting for the year in January to do the last 4 months of the year, review everything for the audit, and I'll be reporting.
David, I have a question on your calendars. Are you taking any business card ads or anything like that?
We didn't last year because we just wanted to see how it went. I think it was 275 calendars is what we ended up selling. Throughout, that was what did we charge, $1? I do know we're charging higher this year. I haven't quite got the format together yet, but we have thought about doing that for various things, to gain some money.
Put a $50 ad in or something.
$50 ad for it.
Yeah, I'd rather get one in there head of Eastwood if I could.
I don't advertise.
That could be possible. We're pretty open to that, so I mean, that's maybe possibly. I know there's some delay because the golf schedule isn't quite out yet, so.
I think that'd be a good point. You could make a little money that way.
Okay, open forum. State your name, which lake you're from, you have 2 minutes. Please keep it short. If you haven't brought it to Tracy, don't bring it to us. She's the one who gets paid, we don't. Go. Anybody?
Yeah, we're doing a good job.
Have Merry Christmas.
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.